Hey guys, it's Aggie K, Wealth Therapist, and I'm coming to you from my sofa, live from my sofa. So exciting. That's what my afternoon or noonday CrossFit class gets me. Coming to you live from my sofa because I can't move. Hey Dar, how are you? Hey Laura. So today I'm talking about, let me jump in here with my topic. What I'm talking about is the mindset issue that comes up a lot. I just need 10 clients at $1,000 each. I just need that one booking. I just need 3 of these contracts to come through. I just need this membership site to take off. So many things look, goals are amazing, right? And you're not going to really know what blocks you have until you put some on the table. So you have to have goals. And this works for some people. For some people, this is going to work. But if you're consistently putting goals that don't happen or you don't even get close to them, here's what could be the problem. One is that you could just be in Fantasyland, right? One is that when you don't have the experience of doing something, you're fantasizing that like, this is how great it would be, but you don't actually know the reality of it. So that's one thing that could be happening. You don't have a sense of like what energy it would take, what marketing it might take, what's going to happen to your schedule as a result of it. So go find who's doing that and go watch what they're doing. Go see how they're doing. Go see how they're managing it. Go see if you can investigate. Because you want to get out of fantasy and practice. So if your goal is 10 clients, have you been in front of 10 people? Have you held the space for 10 people? Go practice. Go try and be a guest expert, invite 10 people to a challenge, do something that's going to replicate that for your brain. If it's, booking a role, like an acting job or something, go volunteer at your local cable channel and, get in front of people. Try and simulate the experience as much as you can, without actually doing it, to see what happens to your energy, because it might be stressful to have 10 clients. It might be, you don't know what blocks are going to pop up for you around that. So one is get out of fantasy and simulate whatever it is that your goal is. Simulate as close as you can to that in reality to see what happens. Block off, 10 hours a week for 10 clients. And that just includes your calls. That doesn't include emails or administration or anything like that. So block that off and see what your schedule looks like. Okay. So one is get out of fantasy, put it into reality, and see what happens. Okay. See if you can handle the volume, intensity of what you're asking. And of course you can handle the money of what you're asking, or you think you can handle the money of what you're asking, but can you handle the volume, the intensity, the attention? Figure that out. Figure if it's an attention thing. Does it start to, push your capacity in terms of how much attention you can stand? So that's number one. Number two, it still could be scarcity, right? When I get 10 clients, then money will be great. When I book that job, then money will be great. So it's when this, then that situation. If you're overwhelmed about money now, which is happening from your thoughts, then you're going to be overwhelmed then. Okay? Britney Spears 2007 or whatever, whenever her meltdown was. So if you're overwhelmed by money or you're overwhelmed by attention or you're overwhelmed by your thoughts now, it's just going to intensify as the money comes in. So take a look at that, see what's coming up there, because it could just be a matter of managing what you have now better. And sometimes there's a period of just proofing, like just proving that you're going to stick with your vision until the 10 clients or the big job or the landing the role or whatever comes up. So be patient with that. Number 3 is there might be a lack of vision around, like you're just focused on the money and you're focused on like everything's going to be better when the money comes in, and there's a lack of vision for your business, for your career, for your life. And of course, sometimes and this is not a hard, fast rule. I'm talking about specifically, are you continuing not to hit goals that you set in front of yourself? Maybe there's a lack of vision for the whole business, for the whole career, for the whole trajectory. And you're holding on to like, when I have 10 clients, then I'll have a career. Well, no, you won't, because those could come and those could go. You need to have a sense of like, what's my purpose and why am I doing this? And what do I want my life to look like? And if you're avoiding doing that, that could be the reason why you're getting held up with hitting your numbers, or hitting the things that you want. So think, bigger picture. Oftentimes when our vision's not aligned, it's hard to manifest what we want. And most of the time, in my experience and having seen loads of people at this point, is their visions are usually too small. And that is why they struggle in that cycle of struggle. They struggle in the struggle cycle because they're trying to fit into a box that they don't fit into. Most of the time that's the case. So take a look at if you're trying to fit into something that you just don't like and doesn't feel good. And you know, for a lot of people who are in entrepreneurship come in and they do not have, like the coaching model doesn't work for them. It does not work for them. It sucks them dry. So it doesn't work for everybody. You have to make sure that your model is working for you. So that happens in the bigger vision. Like, is this a model that's sustainable for me? Okay. The next thing that could be happening, hey, L'Oreal, the next thing that could be happening is that you're only measuring what you want and you're not measuring what you're giving. So you're only measuring like, what do I want? What am I getting? How come this isn't showing up? And you're only measuring that and you're not measuring what you're giving. Are you giving the amount of energy that you're asking for? Like you're asking for 10 people to come to you, or you're asking to book that job, or you're asking to land that role, or, you know, that career move. If what you're asking for, are you putting out that same level of energy? Ask yourself that. If you're in, just from a vibrational standpoint, if you're a match for what you're asking for, are you putting that out there? Are you at a match for that? Or are you at a different level than what you're asking for? Check your energy levels. What am I putting out there? What am I offering? What am I giving? And is it a match for what it is that I'm asking for? It's often not, right? It's often not. And you're probably being asked to step your game up. Somebody's knocking at my door. Who dat? Who dat? Geez, guys. Okay, hang on one sec. And then let me just finish this off. Then you also, the last point is, there's a sense of, I want to get off this ride. I want to get off this ride, and when I hit these numbers, I'm going to get off this ride. No. It's a bad move. You don't want to get off this ride. And if you do have that sense of wanting to get off the ride, ask yourself why. Why does this feel like an emotional roller coaster that you want to get off of? And stabilize now. Get stable now emotionally, mentally, spiritually, so you can take it to the next level. Not when I hit this, then I'm getting off this ride. Then it's not going to happen because you're trying to get off the ride before it's even started. So let me know what you think of those. Comment in the thread below. I'm going to go answer the door. I love you guys. It's Aggie Kate, Wealth Therapist, and we'll see you soon. Bye.